I don't remember exactly how it goes, but there's a theme song to the title menu. But Kenneth Anger, in terms of thelemic filmmakers, is a very important figure. I saw a copy of Lucifer Rising at the Grand Oregon Library in VHS form. And Lucifer Rising is, of course, the longest and the most well-known film of Kenneth Anger's Volume 2. So that would be sort of a Friday film. Sort of a Monday film, well, Sunday night, too, is the Rabbit's Moon. Sort of a Saturday film, sort of a Lucifuge Raphael sort of film, is Invocation, My Demon Brother. Scorpio Rising, of course, would be a good Tuesday film. The Man We Want to Hang, I don't know, you could say the remaining days of Kustom Kar Kommandos being the Thursday program. So, but anyways, he has other films like Inauguration of the Pleasure Dome. Very interesting sort of film. It's apparent that these things cost a lot of money. Nowadays, a lot of people with a YouTube channel, with a little YouTube editor and stuff, can make their own things. I had no idea that Scorpio Rising would have the nudity that it does, but apparently it's not quite as gay upon actually hearing about what it was as it appears. Of course, Kenneth Anger is homosexual, but let that not deter you in certain regards. Watch out for extra male nudity in his films. Yeah, that Scorpio Rising I had no idea. But it captures the Scorpio energy following around a biker gang and the initiation and various things. I like the not because of the racist factor, because of the symbolic factor in the making the gay joke about Jesus. Now that was likely why the Lutherans who did the film tried to sue. It was fair use, and I'd agree it was fair use. A lot of these cut-together films are. YouTube does way too much trying to hold back people in terms of the... if you make a good video that's arranged in order to be found, let it be found. But the piracy is an issue. So, take away videos for piracy. People should do their own content. And, it would have cost money that regular people wouldn't have had to even go around with the cameras back in the 60s and the 50s and all. But Kustom Kar Kommandos is sort of the culture of the 60s and the hot rods and all that sort of stuff. So likely the most famous car in the car show of the pink hot rod that he filmed was the one that was in the film, and he's sort of the leading figure. Oh, and I call it the Jupiter one because it's sort of the dreamy, fetishistic, not necessarily sexual way, but there's obvious elements that are symbolized there. Invocation, My Demon Brother. This film footage that was available in such as Lucifer Rising, and now isn't that sort of the picture there, and Oh yeah, in Scorpio Rising, somebody dies. And you know, the one guy in the film was nicknamed Scorpio, and but he may not have been a Scorpio. He may have been a couple constellations, you know, further back. He could have been a Virgo or a Libra in terms of his actual sun sign, because a lot of people kind of mess that up. It's the age of Aquarius. No, it's not the age of Aquarius. It's the age of Aries or Taurus or you know, something else. At least when you're doing your astrology. And Anton Szander LaVey in Invocation, My Demon Brother, sort of the representation of war and wrestling with your brother and weirdness and strange rituals and stuff like this. He actually has footage of him doing Equinox of the Gods ceremony. Kenneth Anger probably shifted around from time to time in terms of in terms of what's it called? In terms of what he worshipped. For Al, for God, 93, your personal will. So there's some of that stuff going around. Again, the Thelema Aleister Crowley current. I like the Rabbit's Moon thing. That was obviously a lot of work. Nowadays, people would just do it on the computer. Maybe $30 will get you a program that will do that, rather than taking over a professional studio for months and spending a lot of money making fake trees and all that. But I like the bluing effect of the restored film. Lucifer Rising. Not Lucifer in terms of a demon, but not a black and white entity either. And definitely some elements of the film. You know, the fiery, lightning, burning, sort of bringing back sorts of various things. Who's that guy on? Who's that guy from the Rolling Stones? Mick Jagger and his brother took part in some of the films, and there's an alternative audio track. Is the best one for Lucifer Rising. Or is it the alternative for Invocation, My Demon Brother? It's the best one that I would think. And The Man That We Want to Hang. You know, so that definitely for a Sunday sort of thing is the last film. And it's sort of an example of fanaticism. Not fanaticism and well, yeah, there are people who've done rituals to worship Aleister Crowley, but fanaticism in terms of, rather than this is a prophetic figure, let's follow him, it's, oh, this is his art, this is what he did. But Aleister Crowley, as I've pointed out in my 5 prophet theory, is one of the ones on the left. He could have even been a prophet of Satan at times, because he worshipped all sorts of things. But I would say more along the lines of a sectarian prophet, because his message wasn't really, this is what the gods of the Goetia have taught me, and this is the gods of this grimoire. He didn't really do much of that. I've read pretty much everything I could get a hold of Aleister Crowley. Kenneth Anger is, his Don't Smoke film and some other ones are not quite as symbolic, but that's why these are in a DVD set, I guess, is because these are important ones to get out. And I don't remember what was on Volume 1, because I don't have Volume 1. But yeah, this is my thoughts on this here.